Let's see how this looks. I'm not really sure. Oh, hello. I've been supposed to been I supposed to been doing this for like the longest, and I just keep on like forgetting because I've been so busy. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me get something real quick. Oh, let me get something real quick. I'm sorry, I forgot my pencil. I forgot it, so yeah. That's how this thing it just does not look right. It looks so weird. Looks so weird. Did it really just do that? Oh, okay. I think I got it. I think I got it on right. I'm sorry, it's really cold in here. Let me get a blanket or something. I changed my shirt. Hold on, it's cold. Sorry, guys. It was just so darn cold in here. Let me see. Oh my god, the shirt. Okay, make it appear. Just wanna, just cannot see myself too well on here. I was just like, what is this? So new to this, I'm trying to figure this out. Why does it say waiting on gas? I'm like, okay. Hey, Ebony. Wow, that's good. That is really good. Are you doing any like type of ministry, Jess, or why does this thing keep doing this saying that? Okay, I'm like, what the heck? Just found your page out argues are similar. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Ebony. Yeah, absolutely. I think I got. I'm not sure there's four people is actually on it. It just shows two likes. I'm not sure with that. But yeah, absolutely. I am very oh okay. I'm gonna look at your stuff actually. Let me see really what you have going on there. That was I really love how God been using all his children lately. With these prophetic voices and stuff like that. It really is beautiful. God's children in general, if they're prophets or not, or prophetic or not, I just find it, very wonderful how God has people in certain places. Because like today, I didn't want to spend any money at the Dollar Tree because I just wanted to keep something. Haven't he though? He's been showing out. He really did because yes, I was at the Dollar Tree and I didn't want to spend any money. I'm just tired of spending money. And I was there and it was this guy, he was so nice. And I didn't have a receipt. Usually I have a receipt when when you go places to do exchange. And this time I didn't have a receipt. And I'm like, dang, I'm not getting that money. I'm not gonna be able to exchange. I'm not getting no money back, nothing. And then all of a sudden he was just like, yeah, I will just give it to you, just do the exchange. And I'm like, what? I was just shocked. I was like, that usually doesn't happen. Hey, JD, it usually doesn't happen at like Dollar Tree. You have to have your freaking, your freaking receipt. So I was just like, wow. So I was irritated the whole day. I'm like, I don't have no freaking washing powder. I'm like, everything is going crazy. I was just like, whoa. I'm very irritated. I'm like, wow. And I realized lately, like, as your promises are getting more, about to basically getting more completed to be bestowed to you, it is, the devil keeps on making things more and more, like you're breaking things more intense to the point where by the time so a lot of times when you get these promises, say you've been asking for a prayer for a long time, and then usually like after you get the answer and everything like that, sometimes you don't even notice that you even got the answer because you're under a lot of spiritual warfare usually. So when you get the answer, you're like, okay, I didn't remember that. So sometimes God has to bring me back into like when I was really praying for certain things and how much I really wanted it sometimes. Because when you have it, it just sometimes it doesn't even look like you had it. Had got your your prayer answered. And it just, it's so cold in here. Good Lord. I gotta put this like, and I'm not even a cold person. I'm very hot nature, but gosh, woo, wow. Okay, I'm burning up on like when I walk outside, but inside I'm just woo. Like you said, in the morning I'm like freezing. So not in the morning. I meant to say in the morning I'm hot. Yeah, because man, when you focus on the exact promise, I think we all very much fall short. And then like doing everything with my ministry, and if I happen to mess up once on something, because I'm focusing on it so intently. I'm like, I really need this, I really need that. And I'm focusing on it so bad, when something happens, I'm devastated. It's like, man, I don't get anything. I've been asking for this. I don't, and you start complaining and stuff. And then when you finally get it, like you say, you just focus on the present moment because, yeah, when you get, you're like, you forgot about it, and then it's like the devil stole the joy of the promise of whatever he was trying to give to you, those answers. So it just, mm-mm. That's why I've been trying to focus on doing everything I used to do. When I just started, when I used to just do petitions and stuff like that, and do my fasting, which is so not as complex as a lot of us think it is. So at first I thought it was. I did bad on my first fasting. I did terrible. Like I tried to do it so many times a certain kind of way, and I just kept failing like all the time. I'll end up eating again, or and I was really bad at the time too because I just wanted food. I wanted food all the time. Like so it's just like no way I'm going to do this fasting and I'm going to go through with it without like something to eat. Ain't no way I'm going to do it without having meat or some type of candy or anything at this time when I like to binge. Ain't no way that I'm going to watch TV that only talks about God because I want to talk about this. I want to listen to this. I want to listen to that. Whatever that talks about that. My mind was never steady on God as much as it is now, as I'm slowly like learning everything. So, and then like, you know, I also realized too, oh, I just realized someone else is on live that I like to listen to. I just look at it like, oh, okay. But yeah, this is my first live on here, so I'm just like, what the heck? So because I've supposed to have been doing it like 3 weeks ago, and I was so busy, and I literally forgot until this lady was saying that she had to go on live. And I'm like, oh my god, me too. So now I'm sitting on here. So yeah. Anyways, enough of me babbling. How is everybody doing? I babble. Thank you, Ebony. And you say I only go live now. The Lord has led me to do so. Yeah. And he'll have those moments where like before I started doing before I started like doing coaching calls and stuff, I had to keep hearing God like 24/7 because I don't really like talking to people that much. And I got like anxiety thing about it, even with we're doing the Kingdom Spouse videos because I was just ooh, I had to dive in deep with God. But see, when I was going through a lot of witchcraft, after I was certain about how intense it was and what it does to people, and I knew then how God was still holding me and making sure I don't fall into the pit that the person that was trying to do it to me, all the witchcraft. Well, actually, not the person, a few people actually, but yeah, he. I just told him I was like, that's it. Like you will always get my obedience. You want another Kingdom Spouse video? I will figure out a way. You want another this? You want me to go here? You want me to do this? You want me to do that? Okay. You want me to talk to this person? Okay. Like, cause it was just like, ain't no way I got away from all that mess, without God. So yeah, that's why I'm just at this point, yeah, I'm making sure that I stay obedient. If I'm not, God forgive me. And then I just, because we all fall short on certain things, but most of the time I try to make sure I keep myself on a steady pace of like being obedient. and being humble too. Like, because even though, we're children of God, but some people I realize that are in the higher places, like preachers and all that other stuff too, like certain prophetic voices, they're very cocky. It's like, look at me, I know this, I got a vision. It's just like, and sometimes they can't even take an input of anyone else because they're like, well, God tells me this on my own. Well, God might be trying to angle you to something else as well. You got to give God a chance to give you everything that He wants to give you. Stop putting God in a box on how He delivers His messages to you. Oh, yeah. Because people see Kingdom Spouse stuff, you see, just like nowadays, Kingdom Spouse videos are so repetitive. People don't want to talk about it no more. They're just like, okay, all right, it's another freaking, hey, everybody that's coming in. Yeah, it's another freaking person talking about, oh, here I am moving this chair. This chair is just, not this chair, but this table. It's just so hard to. Let me just put this on here. Got a little rubber on it. Okay, but yeah, it's just like everybody is just like, God told me about your spouse. God told me. It's just like, is that so? And it's hard. And I do feel bad for people that come on my stuff and they tell me, they say, they'll say, man, I heard about this, when we're gonna get something else. Because a lot of them, I do believe that their heart is so weary about it. They're tired of hearing that they're about to meet someone, and then the next week and then the next month they're not there. And then for the prodigals, are tired of hearing about it because they're like, okay, well, my spouse hasn't came back. My prodigal spouse hasn't came back at all. They haven't reached out. They haven't nothing. And you get tired of hearing that when your heart is growing weary, and then you're going through. Trying to get the comments to stay on here because it just acts so weird. Yeah. How are you feeling now about that though, Jess? Like, are you comfortable now? Is it something that comes off very easily, or you still have struggles? Because I know I do. Will you be going live this late at night regularly? I'm usually in bed. It's 10:25 p.m. Central Time. No, actually, I'm gonna start going a little earlier. I'm gonna start going like probably around actually, because I'm not in the place I'm supposed to be at, I'm gonna start like when I go back to my actual home. I'll probably start doing it a little bit more like earlier, probably like right after I do a video, because I'm thinking about doing one after the live. So yeah, and you said I only listen to Kingdom Spouse videos if I hear the Holy Spirit talking directly to me. Exactly, yeah, yeah. And you were on point every Kingdom Spouse video. Hey Angeline, hello. You said I would be in the dark if God didn't tell you to say it. Oh, that's great. I'm glad God used me for that for you. Exactly. He's giving me words to release about sex to these relate. Yeah. Yeah, he does. He used to be like, and that word is so what they call it, more like a taboo. It's like sex. It's like, whoa, like, even though it's something that God has made and that keeps the world going around, we just be like, whoa, like, and the devil done perverted it in so many ways. And you can't help it, people really can't help it. They can't help feeling like ill to that word because there's so much trauma to that word, and especially with the spirit, how the soul ties and the this and the pedophilia and the sexual abuse. It's just like, ugh, like it's just so forceful, the sex words just seem like it's just all about force and all about unconsensual about it. It's nothing beautiful about it. It's nothing fruitful about it anymore. Yeah. And they're not being forced in their things. Yeah. Yeah, and they're not. They need to talk about it. Oh yeah, absolutely. Right. And all of a sudden it's like, yeah, that ring a bell. I know what you're saying, Angeline, because even especially when I have to hear prophetic voices, I'm like, hold on, what the heck is that? And then I'm like, okay, I feel that. Ding. Yeah. Tilly or Telly. I don't want to say it wrong. I'm sorry. Rasta. Hello, how you doing? I don't want to say that wrong. I don't want to say your name wrong at all. I believe that's your first name that's on here. How you doing though? But yeah, I absolutely agree with you. And you said and some hear in the spirit and run with the word and don't ask for confirmation before posting. Yeah. And see, that's the thing though. A lot of times when I'm about to do videos, I be just like, you sure, God? Because, and I have to really, sometimes I do, I have to hear like, I don't know how many times, and I know I got to get videos done. I know that. I know I do. But it's just like, if I don't got enough confirmations and what numbers to use, because you could just put 20 numbers down there and say that that's from the Lord. And I ain't saying that it's not, but at the same time, it's like, did God tell you to send it out now? Do you even understand the numbers? Do you know what it means? Because usually when I'm doing the video, that's when God is ministering to me, like exactly what to go to. And I be asking God, I'm like, dang, these videos are usually like, the numbers are usually the same number, and then they usually he has me going through all these verses until I realize it's a lot of verses to three numbers. Like, dang. But I do them and then they all go together for the video. So I'm like, okay. But I had to do my videos usually like a few times before I actually post it. I do it a lot actually. I'm not disappointed by marriage delays because I can see clearly the growth in my spiritual maturity and character development. I am humbled when I recognize how much more prepared God is getting. Yes, when you realize, you're like, you know what? You're like, wow, I don't like this about my life. I don't like this. Oh, I should have got over that. Oh, I should get over this. I should put that more into my life. I should get more into this situation. I should get into these different hobbies. You know, maybe I'm not talking to you enough about this or not believing in it. Maybe my faith is wavering. Is wavering. Like you start realizing that during the preparation, you're like, dang, like it ain't the time. Even though you're like, man, they come around, but deep down inside, like it's still a lot of work to be done. The preparation ain't just because um he's trying to punish us or anything. And I believe some people think that like it's some type of punishment over their sins because the devil always seeps in with condemnation. But the whole time it's just literally God. God could literally just like, here you go, you want this spouse, you keep on bothering me, you don't want to get no time with me, you don't want to boom, but he doesn't do that. Because not only is it messing up his purpose, but it's messing up his child if he would just give you something like the devil. You ask the devil for something, bang, there it is. And it's very unorganized, it's not orderly fashion like the Lord, and then it literally fizzles off. Or it just black like a burst in your face in the most worst thing, in the most worst way, if it's in the devil's way. Yeah, absolutely. What is the purpose of the numbers you share? Hello, Key. And then you said just right, like 2 to 3 confirmation, I'll do it. But exactly, you gotta have them. And what are the purpose of the numbers I share? The purpose of the numbers usually is I'm gonna start talking about that a lot of. God has gave me a lot of missions to go to. Y'all gonna be really surprised over all the places He done took me to for the community posts that I'm about to be posting over the days. Especially when I come back home, it's a lot. But yeah, it's really to tie in everything. The community post, which are the signs that you see every day that you don't notice. Nobody's telling you anything, and it ain't no prophetic voice telling it to you. It's literally God telling you in a different way. And sometimes it is prophetic voices, but God is confirming it at the store that you like to go to, or a store that you never been to before. So these numbers usually go all in together, like I usually say, like a puzzle. They go together with the video. They go together with the dreams you have, the visions you have, things that people say uncontrollably. Just God literally just using them to give you a confirmation. These numbers, they just go all together perfectly to be delivered to you. And I also find these numbers usually is a boost. They're a boost to get to know God even more. And it's also a boost to get to know why he's giving you these promises, what they're all about. They're not just to sit there and, oh, you just get stuff just like a little present for Christmas. It's to help not only you but others. It's just like these numbers are so in more than we think they are. They're not just always Strong's Concordance. Most of them, they come from the Bible anyways. So it's a beautiful thing how God has really expanded it. But that's only a person with an optimism actually able to get the whole fullness of the glory of God. So with these numbers usually. Yeah, yeah, it adds intimacy. You're able to do your research and your meditation with him. Really meditate on those numbers and be like, yeah, yeah, I do see those numbers a lot when I'm walking down the street, or I see it on a stop sign, or I see this number over there on a car, on a card or a car. I see this number, or a shirt. I see this number, or at church. I heard the preacher say it. Whatever that is, you really can meditate on that. That's what I love about it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. You know what's crazy? That's where God usually was talking to me around the time of when I was going through a lot of witchcraft. I was at a bush. Like a bush, like where a lot of bushes were around and stuff like that. Like trees mostly actually. But it was bushes and trees, because the place I stay at is when I start going outside more, especially because it's nice and more, less cold out there. I mean, less hot, I meant to say. Since it's getting a little cooler, I'm going to start going out there. And it's this huge tree that's over there by my house, by a park that I go to. And that's when God actually showed himself to me in a different way. And I was just like, what the heck? Why are you in a tree? I was just like, what is this? And this wasn't the first time he did, it was the second time, especially when I was rebellious. So it was just like he was trying to tell me, like, hey, I'm trying to talk to you. Like, even in this way, I'm trying to talk to you, even in nature. Like, so it was really beautiful to me, actually. Because I'm always used to the numbers or the dreams or the visions. I never was used to him talking to me in that kind of way. So, yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's also receptiveness. Be receptive with the Lord so he can actually pour into you, minister to you. You say, oh, I didn't see that. I didn't hear that. I didn't this. Then how are you supposed to do that? He ain't going to sit there and alarm us and scare us like the devil coming. Hey, you know how the devil be mean and evil, them demons, woo, just come at you all so aggressive. God is gentle. So even at times, like, I really have to ask God, like, because his voice is so quiet, even though it's very, how can I say, it's very, like, how people say it's haunting. I would say it's very alarming to me when I hear God. I know it's God, but sometimes I'm just like, man, it's so quiet. It's a very quiet tone he has. I'm like, man, he's so quiet. But that's the way he's just gentle with everything, his tone and his voice, the way he doesn't force himself on you. It's up to you at the end of the day to take that cross that he gives to you. So that's what I think is really beautiful about God. Hi, Andrea. I love your video. Oh yes, thank you. Yeah, we're continually growing, and because I've been realizing a lot, like I said on the other videos, like pride has been something that, whoa. You start thinking to yourself, right? You're like, okay, when it comes to, especially to these kingdom spouses and these destiny helpers God's going to be sending to people, you start thinking to yourself, like, more likely the reason why God is not always sending you somebody sometimes is you got to look at your heart. Is your heart going to believe that this person is good for you? These people he's sending to you is good. That's why during the preparation, You know, during all the signs, the confirmations, that's when you go into your war room. That's when you go into your closet, and or wherever you do. Like I say on videos, that's the shower where God talks to you the most, where you connect with Him the most. If that's sitting at your table, or before you go to work in your car, whatever that is, or on your bed, whatever. That's it's important because you got to see if you got pride here, if you got envy here, if you got this, you got that, because it's going to make such a hard it's going to make it harder for you to hold whatever God is giving to you. The devil wanted to slip through your hands like butter, but God wants you to have that. He wants something that is stern and firm in your life this time when He gives you these promises. So, and that's usually with His prayers that God is also giving you too to connect with Him. Hey, Jay, how you doing? I love this one. I don't do that because I love this one lady. She does that. This prophetic voice lady, sister in Christ. She always does it like this. I just love it. You know, I don't do that usually like this, but she does. She get all the hands in there. You know? I don't know. I don't know why I don't do it, but yeah, yeah. I'm glad that you do though. That's good though. It's so important. I mean, I just like I said, I could sit there and after God was revealing to me around 21 years old about the prophetic gifts and stuff like that, it was hard. It was rough around that time too. Like I have grown so much. It was so hard. I remember I was in my bed. All I wanted to do was go to bed because I was going through all this witchcraft, and I'm just like, I'm ready to go sleep. And like, man, and he kept waking me up it seemed like every 5 minutes before I could go to sleep. I just wanted to go to bed because I just wanted to finally sleep. And don't get me wrong, if I'm sleeping before I go to bed with crying, then I ain't sleeping either. You know, I ain't real good sleep for real. But I'm trying. So I would try to go to bed, and he would show me things that I was just like, no, man, no. Yeah, see you later, Jess. And yeah, he would tell me like, yeah, you are a prophet and stuff like that. So it was just a lot for me at the time. So I'm glad that I'm starting to make it more easier even on myself basically. I needed to give myself some grace and mercy because I'm like every time I will fall, I'm like that's not what a prophet supposed to do. I'm supposed to be doing that's not a child of God in general. I don't supposed to be doing that. If I'm a prophet or not, I don't supposed to be making these mistakes. And I was just really upset with myself. I'm like, I'm supposed to, help people because it was around the time where God was telling me about the things that were going on in the world and stuff that was bad or good. And I had to go tell my family about certain stuff that He was telling me. But it wasn't so good to do when I didn't even have confidence in myself. So I am 24. Yes, I'm about to be 25 in about a few months from here. Yeah. So God got motivation to get on tread. Got the motivation to get on treadmill. Oh, you said treadmill, so you work it out. That's what I need to do. Like man, and I've been praying for that because it's just like it seems like the stuff that are good for you. It's like you don't even want to do it. I don't, that, but the devil, because it's just like it's going to be beneficial. Like why you just can't do a simple thing, But you can eat a cheeseburger and you can go to bed, but you can't do that. Angeline, one time when I was still unsure, like doubting myself about everything, I had a vision of you sticking out your chin. Wait, I want to hear this. This sounds great. One time when I was still okay, yes, I will talk to you soon. Then, just absolutely, yeah. And I'm sorry. What did you? Yeah, okay, yeah. Making sure I go. Okay, I had a vision of you sticking out your chin at me. LOL. I stepped back. What? Oh my god. What was that though? Like my chin, like what? I'm trying to figure that out. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. God sent me to stay at a place where everything is unfolding called blue green, and the honey color is part of the logo. You usually mention green, blue, and then honey. Please do not stop with spouse video. Yeah, I realize at times, sometimes God gives me a chance to talk about other things, and then sometimes He'll have me still directly on Kingdom Spouse video. Not like I'm just, oh, give me this a Kingdom Spouse video, you know, because I would love to talk about other stuff. I would love to, but I just can't. He won't allow me to until it's time. So I just take it for what it is. I do believe other things are about to come about, but that's a confirmations that I want, not a confirmation. I want confirmations with an S. So yeah, that's what I want. Yes, and it is so like, girl, listen, like it's in a. I try to eat healthy too, and it's just like God been telling a lot of women of God to start cleansing our bodies as well. We need to start cleansing our bodies. We're eating just like things that are very bad for our feminine organs. It's not good eating all that grease and sugar. Spices are good, but all that salt, and it gets to a point. It's just like we keep doing that and then wonder why we still got this acne, or why we still having stomach aches, bloating. All of this stuff is showing in our bodies with everything that we're eating inside. And God is right. And then we complain and complain, talking about we can't lose a pound, or we can't this or that. And it's just like that devil wants to make you be blind to stuff like it ain't even there. Like, it's like, no, you can keep on eating that sugar, you're depressed, or you can keep on doing that. It's like, no, you did it only 5 days throughout the week, but you had a plan. Stick to the plan. You had a plan to stop eating this and eating that, or sleeping better, going to bed. We don't sleep good. A lot of us be up all night, and it's just like we need to start taking care of our bodies. It's just like I've been really getting on my smoothies and oatmeal and stuff like that. But don't get me wrong, I get those moments I'm like, I want to go get me some chicken fingers. I want to go to Cane's. I want to go to a freaking soul food restaurant. And then all of a sudden I'm mad at myself. So, I look at it like this. I'm a work in progress. Like at the end of the day, I'm trying my best to um protect my temple that God has. So this is not my body. So I'm trying my best every day. Like it's a work in progress. I'm not going to be mad 24/7 at myself. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. But I'm working on it. Do I want to start doing fasting and stuff like that about it as well, to make sure that I can keep myself basically disciplined. This is it's a is a lot of discipline to go to the gym. It's a lot of discipline to eat. I give credit to those women that eat healthy and stuff. It's a lot of discipline, but I'm working on it. If I can't do it, it is what it is, but I'm still working on it. I'm always going to work on something. Oh yeah, and you said when you stuck your chin at me, you were reassuring me in the spirit. I chilled out immediately. Oh, yeah, what? Oh my goodness. I love how God did that. That is great. Oh my goodness, I love that. People were talking about how they people had prophetic voice, people talk about how people had visions or dreams about them. Like it's so funny to me. I never had this happen before. This is interesting. He gave me a dream of me eating brownies and having a big belly, and I was hiding from Keena's spouse by the stairs eating it. So you were hiding your belly, or you were hiding the brownies? I love how you say you was hiding it though. Like, if you hide the brownies, that's funny. Because man, brownies are really good. Like especially like for women, and we have all those hormones where it's like chocolate at the time of the month. It's really hard for us. It's hard. Like it's hard. Like everything. Ovulation makes us crave the worst kind of food, which causes during that time make us feel unwell, but we still want it. Our body still wants it. It's just a terrible time. We'll be honest, you're all over the place. Everything is very just up, like a kind of like an elevator, you up and down. Like, girl, girl. At the end of the day, I really feel like this. I God was like talking to me and ministering to me about like I think a few days ago because I was looking at my belly too. I was like, dang, because God showed me how my spouse looked, and I'm just like, did he ever date a girl a little, a little this, a little that, like a little buffet? Like, are you good with that? Saying like you go a little buffet because that's what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get a salad with a little cucumber, what they call them, little cucumber things, a little bread, little nuts, a little fruits. No, no, get a little cornbread, a little chicken thigh, a little mashed potatoes, and I was just like, wow. And God was just like, when you get pregnant and you have a baby with this man, are you going to want to hide your body? Are you going to always want to hide your body? Why would I give you a man that's going to make you feel ugly like that? Why would I give you a man that's not open or already knowing of a woman's body? If he doesn't know, he's open. You got to look at that too. Okay, they don't know about certain things, but they're open to know. Why would I give you a guy that only see things black or white? Like, why would I give you a guy like that? I had to realize, I'm like, dang, God, every time I get that more, he started telling me, like, no, you know what I told you. you know, because why would I give you that? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, it's nothing wrong with that. Because the thing is, I also realized too, it is going to be women that are around that has a smaller stomach or has this or have that. And I'm not saying that, if you don't have it by the time you meet your spouse, you won't think like that. But I realize I have to remember my body's always fluctuating, and that's not me just saying as a woman. It's just like my body. Oh, some women, they can literally say they take their medication. I mean, they're on vitamins and stuff like that. They eat a certain way, and they say, "Yeah, I can have the same physique for a whole few years." Me, no. One minute I'm this, next minute I'm that, and it's just like that's why I have like clothes. I literally got like some shirts that are large, some that are medium, some that's extra large, pants that are large, some that are medium. Dresses that are extra large. It is like, you know, yeah. Yeah, right, right. And it's just like what God was revealing to me about this person. I thought it was just wonderful because, um, yeah, yeah. And it's just like these men are going to see you in God's eyes, they're going to see you in God's way. Like I just don't even care. Like I get these moments, and because I got a family member I talk about that has a fluctuating body to a certain degree. Like most of the time, if she's eating a certain way, she's not going to, her weight is not going to go down or nothing like that. She's going to stay more curvier usually. And I'm just like, who cares? Because at the same token, it's not like I'm just sitting here complaining about my weight all day. I'm trying. I'm trying to eat certain things. I'm trying to work out certain ways. I'm asking God, whatever God is ready and He feels is fit for me to have the physique that I'm asking for, then He's going to do that. But you got to also work out too. You got to help God, because we always think like, pray, 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 fast, fast, fast. You got to be receptive to what God is telling you to. He told you to not eat this. He told you to work out on that, stuff like that. He told you not to go to this restaurant. You're not going to want a salad from this restaurant when they got a cheeseburger on the menu. You're going to want it. So start eating more vegan meals. Start stuff like that, more lean meat, stuff like that. I find myself Qdoba or Chipotle usually something that I actually able to kind of still have a lean meat instead of like McDonald's or Culver's or Canes and these greasy food usually. So that's for me at least. Yeah, and when your body goes up and down, you can't help that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when God told me He's seeing me in agape way, that made me feel warm. It really did. It warmed my heart. It warmed my insecurities. I'm not saying that God is going to have this man making me feel like I'm all that. I got to love myself first from the Lord telling me I'm beautiful. But it's just like, of course, sometimes your mind starts thinking worldly because you look around the whole world and you're like, dang, like the way these worldly men look at you. Stop looking at worldly men. Worldly men will make you think every man's the same. That's the problem. Yeah. My kingdom spouse to be works at where I stay at the blue green vacations, and the honey color is the last part of the logo. Whatever I need, I go through him until I prophetically. Oh, oh, that's nice. I like that. Oh, wow. That is good. That is good. That really is. So some of the videos most definitely is for you, the ones I be talking about. Yeah, so I see that. Okay. Yeah, I'm from Wisconsin. Yeah, I'm from Wisconsin. Been born and raised, so yeah. Like, so when God was telling me I was going to become a wife, I'm like, where? This place is little. This is a little town, like, a little small place, in Wisconsin. How am I supposed to get married? How am I supposed to be finding somebody? These promises are very huge. It seems um, impossible. Actually, that's what it seemed like until God kept showing me confirmation after confirmation. It's like, what's impossible? That's what I do. I do the things that are impossible. I work impossibly. So in your mind, you're carnal right now thinking that it can't. But I do that. That's what I'm known for, the impossible, being possible. So that would work for me. So yeah. Hey, hey Rebecca. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I can't see, right? It just this thing will go and it'll go and it come. I had to keep on tapping. I'm like, who's that? Who's that? And then it'll slowly go away, and I'm like, oh yeah, I just seen that part. Yeah, how are you? Yeah, join in. Yeah, it's absolutely. We're just sitting here talking, talk about these marriages and God on the side and in the middle, okay, and on the left and on the right. Yeah, I just because yeah, like I said, I'm ready to get to know more and more about my I'm good. I'm great. Like I'm just sitting here, had a good day. I went and did a mission and then came back, and like I was saying earlier, I have so many freaking I'm about to stay on here for until like I'm about to be off when it hits an hour. About an hour I'm about to be off of here. But yeah, I was just like literally just sitting here like I'm really happy that it did. I really am because like I said, doing these videos sometimes, like I said, everybody's doing Kingdom Spouse video. I asked God like how I'm going to be any different than anyone else. How I'm going to stand out. And He's like everybody got their own thing, basically. So yeah, absolutely. Because when I was going through a lot of warfare as well, I'm going to be honest. When I was going to do a lot of warfare, I just wasn't a love person. I even talked about in my early videos, like, I'm just learning what love really means to me, how serious it is to me, where it's from. I'm just learning. And I learned that from God because ain't no way a human could give me that. Ain't no way a human can tell me what love is. It was first God and then loving yourself, and then He'll give you someone that's going to share that love with you because they love themselves too. It ain't going to be me taking too much out of myself or them taking too much out of themselves or someone taking me away from God. If someone take me away from God, and that's it. I'm telling you now, you're done. You know what I'm saying? You're done for the moment. Because it's just like I know the guy God got for me when we get together.
Ain't nobody taking nobody away from nobody. Now we're in our preparation that's different, and stuff like that. But yeah, like when we get together, I know where we're gonna be at. We're gonna be on the same page. Oh yeah. And you said I love that I know he is my spouse, but at times I wish I didn't know and he just came to me because some days are overwhelming with tears. However, God strengthens me each time. Absolutely. I agree. It is overwhelming. A lot of times people don't talk about how you didn't want to know. They don't really get into that. And that's crazy because I saw a video about a few days ago about women talking about how they just didn't want to know. They didn't want to know. And they don't want to know. And it's just like the ones that don't know, they're like, I'm good. Because it's very trying, but it's a test to me. I believe that I'm going to try my best to succeed on. I'm going to try my best to do good. I really hope that I test great to God with this because it is hard, like knowing that it's a person out there just ready to be with you but can't be with you at the same time. It's a lot, but I see why God is doing it, so it's for his glory. So that's how I look at it at the end of the day. Yeah. And then you said what you say, Keys. You said yes, you can start by doing some running late night and early morning, and also middle of gear the day. We're in the middle of gear the day. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's why I said I'm about to start doing. I'm about to start doing some running, man. Like I used to be so fit when I was younger. And at the same time, you kind of think about it. The reason why I was so fit when I was younger was because I had a good mindset. I was more free. I didn't have nothing weighing me on the couch, making me not want to do nothing. If you kind of think about it, when you're younger, you're just more active most of the time. Like it's easily to shed off some weight because you're more out there. If you're not at the park, you're outside playing with friends, doing this, doing that. It was inevitable to not feel comfortable in your body, basically, like in the sense of you're able to go out. You know what I'm saying? You're able not to think about it. That's another thing too. You weren't always thinking about it every 5 minutes either. That stuff, the society, saying that you gotta be this size and that size to be desirable, and it just messes. Every year something's new, and now by that time you don't even feel good about yourself. The only person that does, the only spirit that makes you feel good is God. Whatever body physique you're in. Really, I really didn't want to know because I didn't know the outcome. LOL. At first I was like, okay, God, but whoa, chill. Right, like hold on. Let me put this on some ice real quick because this is a lot. Like man. And you go. I just oh, God just told me some a melting pot, a melting pot. I don't know why he said it to me. A melting pot. That's weird. I don't know why. Let me look at that real quick. It don't matter what time of day. He'd be like, "Hey, let me say this real quick." Let me look at this. See what he's a melting pot. That's really strange. It's really talking about it's talking about food. A lot of food, and it got a couple on there. Look. Wow. And then I see this lady right here with the royal blue I talk about. And then, and the guy had a suit on. And I talk about, and the melting pot stuff, but I talk about like the 5-star restaurants and stuff, which doesn't matter if you don't go to one or not. But I talk about it on there. And that's crazy. It's like, let me sit out here and talk real quick. Let me come up, guys. Let me come up in here real quick, smooth on y'all. Let me come up on here. Um, Facts. I see why God told me exactly. I had witch got done on me. Oh wow, I'm so sorry. But it look like you good, girl. You sitting over here texting. Look, let me be honest with you. If the devil could have you have nothing, I mean, I got to a point I didn't want to talk to family. I stayed with family, very talkative family when I was going through witchcraft. He didn't want me to. The devil had me like, no, you just gonna sit here in this bed, cry all day, shower, eat all day, and don't go outside. I literally, like a few months ago, been just desiring to go outside. Like I was not in the mood of going outside. I was like, I don't know this. I was so timid in the sense of fear. Like, is everybody a witch or a warlock? You know, when you're going through this, because it's just as if sometimes witches and warlocks they just seem so unreal. Like in a sense of you think they're demons. You will think they're demons until God's like, no, this is just a person that chose to do this to you willingly. You know, it's not right if they're not willingly doing it. You know, if they're unwillingly, I meant to say, like they're not in the right mindset. But the especially the ones that are, I'm like, dang, well, what the heck? I was like, is this person even human? I was like, guys, this is crazy, But and these people, I meant to say, are human because there was a lot of witchcraft going on, even at my workplace that I was working at. So it was really hard. So yeah, absolutely. What's a melting pot? So right here, it's a melting pot right here. This what it this is what it is right here. I don't know if you can see that. They usually have it at like these 5-star restaurants. Usually, the ones that you like. I was showing. Did you see it though, Rebecca? Did you see the um? Did you see the food? The lady with the. Let me see if I can go up a little back to where I was at. I was right here. So yeah, right there. They're sitting there with the melting pot. I don't know if you can see it. I got a crack phone. I'm about to get a new phone. Bear with me. But yeah, like there it is right there. Basically, they just get the food out of there. And then I was showing this one right here too. This is what I was showing because God was showing me that because I didn't understand why he was talking about melting pot. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Uh-huh, yeah. So your videos are most accurate than all of the others who do spouse videos. You definitely stand out. Your humility as well. You definitely translate whatever just happened that I couldn't figure out. Yeah, and the thing is, I try my best to give all the numbers and stuff, but God be like, they gotta do the research, child. They got a daughter, they gotta do it. I'm just like, God, can we just give them a little more minutes? Seems like, no, 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 get to it and get off. Somebody's like, okay, next. I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Goodbye. But yeah, I be wanting to really get into it, but that makes the video longer, which some people that actually don't have the patience, I would say, to watch. I believe that's also why God be doing that too. And then sometimes God just want to get to the point, just get to the point and go on. I'm about to look at this melting pot in a different way, the way God actually deeply be showing me. So I just want to get into that a little bit. It says right here, it says the melting pot says worship in the melting pot. So basically what I'm seeing right here is basically worship too in the trial. Worship in the fire that is covering you. Whatever fire that is sent from the devil that is covering you, worship as I put the fire around you. I put my hedge of protection around you, the fire of the Lord around you. He might be bringing fire, but let me sit there and cancel it. As you worship and praise the Lord to me, I will be canceling off his fire and putting my fire around that pot that you didn't put all the worship in, all the faith in, all the trust in, you know. So that's what God, and I'm also seeing this with 11:9 that I'm seeing this in. And I'm also seeing something about rose. So God been having me on a lot about you'll see in my community posters about rose and stuff like that, like roses, and then about the world and stuff like that. The American flag a lot, and I think also God's talking about the world, like the body of Christ as well. So let me get into that. Let me just look into that 11:9 real quick. So yeah, a lot of us feel stuff like heating up, but yeah, we need to keep worshiping, and He's gonna protect us. Do that. Let's look at that real. Let me see how I can do this. I'm gonna do it this way because sometimes I'm like doing it so wrong. Let me do it like this. Got it right. Oh, shoot. How? Okay, it reminds me of witchcraft. That's why I mentioned it. I Let me look at that real quick. Yeah, I found out last year that I'm good though. God geared me up. Oh wow, it reminds you of witchcraft. Wow, that's crazy. Oh right, I lost my car though. It reminds me of witchcraft. That's why I mentioned it. Oh yeah, and you know what's crazy about witchcraft? It's so triggering. Like certain little things. I'm on here for an hour. I'll stay on here a little longer because I'm just about to watch this little video that this show I usually be watching. But yeah, or I might go to bed to be told. But I was thinking about writing this video, doing this video. I meant to say, but I want to actually do some more research on the other videos God has me doing very soon. So I just want to look at that. So yeah, and stuff is very triggering when you go through witchcraft. You'll see something, and it's just like, whoa, that's the person that did it. It reminds me of the person, or this reminds me of what God was telling me the tactics they were using on me. It's just very triggering, I would say. How do you know if someone put a spell on you, Andrea? Usually, I'm gonna be really honest with you. A lot of times, don't get me wrong, the people that go through acne and eczema, because I suffer with acne and eczema, but I feel like God is going to deliver me from that. But I also feel that too, when you're going through it, you do get it really bad. And you lose hair. Some people even lose teeth because the thing is, sometimes with witchcraft, they're trying to look, especially if you get someone that's jealous of you, because most people that do witchcraft and they're doing it willfully, they're jealous. They're jealous of your light and they're jealous of your beauty. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if your teeth is crooked. I don't care if you don't have a lot of hair on your head. I don't care how you're body. You are beautiful. That light is beautiful. About I don't care if your nose is this, lips are that. I don't care. When you got God inside of you, you are beautiful to demons. You are beautiful to that demon that's inside of that person that is assigned to ruin your life. That Delilah or that Jezebel or that Judas or that Pharaoh. You are really beautiful to them. I even look at a lot of God shows. I'm like, everybody's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Like, are we this gorgeous? Like this beautiful, this handsome, beautiful people? Like, wow. You know? And just imagine to a demon, it's just like, that's it. So they're going at your beauty, they're going at your weight. They're like, dang, that person sure have a nice physique, let me ruin it. All of a sudden you start losing weight or you're gaining a lot of weight. You're like, what the heck is going on? And a lot of times, usually that happens if you can have a prayer life, but your prayer life is very vague sometimes. You can pray, but you're not spending exactly time. I had to literally, it got to a point, I talked to God like we were friends. I was like, what's up, God? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's have a conversation. Because if I don't, then I'm missing out things that he wants to tell me, but I'm so strict. So I'm just so, how can I explain? The Bible is everything. And also the time that you sit after you get these, like, okay, say right here, right? So I see a number 723, right? I sit there and I look at it, I'm like, okay. I'm like, God, what that mean? Can you really minister to me? Can you show me it? Make me understand that a little more about that 723. Why did I keep seeing that? What's going on with me? I'm not gonna have that moment. That devil too. He be trying to make you have this busy life as well. Usually when you're going through that, like you won't even have time to even think about it. You're falling asleep a lot. You're not sleeping good enough. Oh my God. And you get scratches on your body when you're going to sleep. Don't even know why you're waking up with scratches. Your money, your finances are acting up. People are being very weird to you. You're losing dreams. You're not even like dreaming anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're getting headaches. Just very unrecognizable disease or some type of illness that's coming upon you. Man, I can go on. I don't even want to get. Oh, do you understand? Like, man, and if you didn't know witchcraft before you got with your kingdom spouse, all of a sudden y'all not really getting along. It could be because of their ex or their family member doing witchcraft or a friend or a co-worker. Man, and this stuff can go on for man, it's crazy. Like it can go on forever. The other one that you can usually know is something evil and demonized is a lot of moths. That too. I need to get on a video actually about that. I said I will probably do that very soon when I come back, just to make you understand about even deeper. It gets real deep. Woo. I'm being honest. Like it's so easily to look over. You dream about eating. You dream about eating something. You can cook all day. That's fine, and you can watch somebody cook, but don't give me the meal. And then you're eating it. A lot of sexual dreams, a lot of the counterfeit in the dream, or a lot of people from the past, people that monitoring it just monitoring spirits, people from the past that you know and you're cool with, or you know what I'm saying, that you don't know. It could be anything, like people that you're not really in like cool with anymore, don't even talk to that much anymore. It just can be all of that. It's just a lot of it. It can even be you getting chased by an animal like a dog, getting somebody driving your car. You know that you're going through witchcraft. What else could that possibly be? Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of some other things. Usually that goes on. Oh, you start hearing stuff too on your left side of your ear. A lot of earrings on the left side. It's a lot of stuff that you usually. Ooh man, I'm gonna make one of those videos when I'm just gonna list it all down, everything I can think of what I went through, and then I'll let y'all know about it, and then I'll let you know how it also goes into with the kingdom spouses as well. That witchcraft that you'll see, it'll angle in relationships as well very badly, and friendships, family, all that kind of stuff. Um, I saw two men at the grocery store. Oh wait, I'm sorry. What do you? Oh yeah. Do you understand what he's trying to say about it? How do you know if? Do you understand what he's trying to say about that? About? I'm sorry. What did you mean by that, Rebecca? Do you understand what he's trying to say about that? And then you say, yeah, you be going fast on the number rollout. Yeah, I'm gonna start putting it on my description. I be trying to go. I try to do it like at least 3 to 2 times when about the numbers, but I'm gonna try to put it on my description. Oh, okay. I saw two men at the grocery store today getting their ladies flowers. God will show the slightest things to show you like it's still a big, huge thing. It looks little, but he's trying to tell you something. The melting pot reminds me of witchcraft. I know what you're saying on that one. Yeah, especially since that season coming up with all this glorifying that nasty old October crap. Man, melting pot for butter and cheese is different from um no, I know what you're saying, Angeline, but like what she's saying is just like right. Like think about it like this. If you think about see like October, they always have this pot, right? With the witches and they always be making up potions and stuff like that. That's what really probably triggered her to talk about that. That's what I'm looking at. 'Cause I know it might look like it's a difference, but I see why she said that. Yeah. But I think it was a reason why she said that, to be honest, because I do need to get on that. I do need to get on that about witchcraft because it is very complex to a person that don't understand. The effects of witchcraft are very natural. If not rooted in Christ, you won't honestly know. It'll just sweep you like it's just very just like, oh, I'm just falling asleep. After when I've opened my Bible, I'm just falling asleep. And it's like I do that all the time, right? But it's just like all of a sudden you're doing it too frequently. It's just a lot of stuff. You're just like you're feeling lethargic, lazy, that slothfulness. You're just like I don't want to get up, and I don't want to this, I don't want that. Then you're just having like that Leviathan marine spirit where it's like y'all having these altercations where the person don't understand you, you don't understand them. Then all of a sudden this it's confrontational. And y'all usually don't go on too long having issues like that. It's a lot of things that happen. Um, the incubus succubus spirit, they come into your dreams, especially, and it's bad when you used to be, especially if you used to be bisexual. They will really bother you. Like it's like you're just running and running from something. But like I said, the grace of God, the mercy of God. You ask, you call out to Him. I believe He will tell you. I believe He will tell you. That's how I believe. Everybody I know, it seems like all of us is getting on, getting our armor on for these certain things. I think God is really telling all of us everything that we ask for, especially with this stuff. Like, I feel like I have seen it. Like, He just be on it. Like, yeah, you're going to do this. This is what's going on. You ask, you fast. Oh my God, when you fast, man, you'll see the attack before they do it. You're like, rebuke that name, Jesus. Boop, do a spiritual warfare prayer. Boom, done. Like, so serious. Like, man, it'd be literally like, I'm trying to think of some other stuff that usually that I found. Like I said, yeah, it'd be like moths, little moths, big moths. And it's just literal little, and it could be like an infestation of them. And a lot of times these witches and warlocks, they use moths, like bugs. They will use bugs to monitor your home. Like, it just gets really deep, that witchcraft, if you're not knowing of it. Man, I don't even know how to get into it, man, without just, because when I get into it, I just be going, man, it's really bad. Like, I'm actually trying to make it more orderly fashion to tell you really what's going on with that. So you will know, like, and others will know, like, this is what's going on, so you can get it right in the rug. Because I'm not scared of witchcraft. I used to be, because I didn't have my armor. I used to be scared. I'm not scared no more. I'm not scared at all. I know witchcraft. I'm like, man, you might get irritated. Like, dang, not another one, But it is like, okay, I do my psalms, I do my fasting, I do my petitions. I do that, and you can petition all day. Do your fast, after your fast, whatever that is. And do it a different way. Don't be just so repetitive with your prayers. God don't like synagogue praying. He heard what you said when you said it. So try, be different with it when you do your prayers. Of course, be really, like, how can I say, expressive as well. And I believe over time, because God sometimes He's like, I heard what you said. I promise you, I heard what you said. Just believe that I gave it to you. Okay, because God talks about how, if we ask, we will get. A lot of times you don't get stuff because you don't ask. You don't think He actually can give it to you. And, you got to believe in it. So I believe when I ask for it, He gives me my answers. Maybe not when I want it that very time my flesh says I want it now, but He'll give you when He feels it's right. The effects of witchcraft, yeah, are natural. If not rooted in Christ, you won't understand. I honestly know God teaches how to discern witchcraft, though. So it's very important to build a relationship. It's so important. And that's the problem. I loved God when I was going through witchcraft, but I didn't love Him the way that I really truly supposed to. I was doing a lot of bad things at the time. So it was really on me on certain things too, which was causing it an issue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my kid, spouse baby mama did it to me. Yeah, they'll do it. They will do. It's that Jezebel, that Delilah. I want his seed, or the warlock. I want her womb, and they will do witchcraft until it ain't nobody's business. You answered it already about the melting pot. Oh, okay, okay. I just love it. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Hey. I was thinking to mention the witchcraft, and I decided not to. Then, rather, after I raised the message, you said melting pot. So then I decided to mention it because I felt God was telling me to say, yeah, yeah. So we work together, the body of Christ. Hey, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Usually when you're going through witchcraft, right? Yeah, me either no scared of witchcraft. Yeah, and like literally, sometime during witchcraft and stuff like that, yeah, it's all these lights everywhere, and it be looking like stars in your room, like you look like you outside, and it's just like, what the heck? And it's so tricky. You be thinking, oh, that's an angel. No. Mm-mm. You're right. It's an angel, but the devil comes in as an angel of light. You're right. Light. And it'll be all of it, these little dots all around your room. And it's to a point where you actually will see it do it. Like take a picture, like it'll go like that. Like, man, witchcraft is something else. And if the witch or warlock usually is trying to um sometimes what's really disturbing about the witchcraft and stuff like that, they'll be already like, after you say, for instance, for me it was when I actually talk about when God allows me to do my testimony video on it, you'll understand what I'm saying. It's how can I explain? It's just very strange on how they already be basically watching you, like the person that did the, the counterfeit, or the friend, the counterfeit friend, the counterfeit ex, or they'll be already watching you. And then for family members, and that's even worse, they know you. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be careful sometimes of why these relationships become to you. You gotta really ask God, like, if you, especially if you're feeling like uncomfortable on certain things, like, God, is this it, or is I'm just being extra? Like, because sometimes you already know that this person is not right for you. It just didn't hit your flesh yet. Hit the spirit man, but it just didn't hit your flesh yet. So that's the problem usually. Oh yeah, spiders. You'll run into like these webs usually in your home or even outside. You'll run into spider webs, all that kind of stuff. It's very like, it's very subtle. Anybody can run into a spider web. I mean, anybody can run into a spider. So you wouldn't think that. Like, why would that be witchcraft? Anybody can run into it. So why would it be witchcraft? Right? That's how the devil does these little things, and to build up to this huge thing that's really going on behind scene. So yeah, he'll do that. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened to me. The bug spiders just jumping in my face, and I knew something was wrong. Then months later, God woke me up and told me I was His prophet and I was being attacked. Yeah, and they just literally just cannot. They cannot stand that, And see, when you go and do with kingdom spouses, that's why I just that's why I don't believe people should be like idolizing kingdom spouse stuff so much, because it's not a joke. When you get into a relationship with somebody, you're taking things that they know and don't know, and you're helping them. They taking things that you know and don't know, and they're helping you. It's not a joke when God talk about kingdom marriages. He meant kingdom marriage. He meant it's serious. It's not to play with. It's not to glor sit there and put over God and glory over God, like basically over it. It's not even. Yeah, you're not putting the glory to God. You're putting glory over the situation. Looking at this kingdom spouse stuff like it ain't. It's more than what we think. Of course, glory to God for giving it to us, but not glory over God. Because it's good that He's giving that, but it's serious. Like, man, you might have moments where you're not going through witchcraft, but your spouse is. So you gotta wake up, hallelujah, praise the Lord. That you done got out of a dream, or out of a vision, or you heard a prophetic voice tell you something, or it was someone in your family that's prophetic, or your family member say they had a dream or something. They said, "Oh, praise the Lord, I know what it is." Oh God, oh, I know this was God trying to tell me something. It's very serious. Like, man, it got to a point I was like, man, that stuff is serious. Like, yeah, that stuff be serious. People be losing sleep around here. Like, for real. And then you got to pray for yourself. Oh God, oh God. And it's serious, like, so it's a serious emotion that goes on with you. It could cause depression. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that can happen, do that. But you got to have a relationship with God so you won't fall into that pit. Because they would put you in there, put the dirt over you and call it, that's it. So if you with God, you will still have some, I still would laugh through the witchcraft. I still had a good time. I still hanged out with people. Not a lot, of course, but here and there, yeah. It wasn't like it was just terrible. Like, I didn't talk to nobody. So yeah, like how can I break witchcraft if I feel like it was done to me? My smile and tea body beauty in business. I would say, Rich, if you feel like it is happening, like I said, when you do your fasting, um, if you feel called to it as well, but usually if you are very like usually when you're going to witchcraft, you're gonna have to do it. That's just a calling itself. Like you just gotta do it. Like, like you just gotta do it. If you're going to witchcraft, you got to do it, to get the to learn how to put on your armor. Not everybody look, you have for me, I put my verses on there for witchcraft. Some people have to put Psalms, I'll say Psalms 151, right? Maybe you need to go do you can do those witchcraft prayers that I have on there on my channel, but then you probably have to add in another one. It was the time when I was doing a lot of exactly, it's a lifestyle. And I do mine's 12 to 6 to 12 to 3. Literally. Like if I didn't do it basically, if I didn't do it before I went to bed, I'm doing it 12 to 3, 12 to 6. That's their hours usually. So yeah, prayer is a daily lifestyle. It is. It's a daily lifestyle. My witchcraft prayers don't go missed. I just got done doing it before I got on here. My witchcraft prayers, my army, my armor prayers, this anything, any type of enemy assignment. It's not always just witchcraft. It's just any type of enemy assignment. It's not always a witch or warlock actually being sent to you all the time. Sometimes it could just literally just be the demon trying to bother you. Any type of plan. Like I want to make sure if I go somewhere, I had discernment not to go to this restaurant. I had discernment not to go to this area, go to this mall, or whatever. I just want to um, get better on my wisdom and on my discernment. That's just usually what it is. Because I'm never going to be tip top perfect. But I'm just saying this is that majority of my life, I'm always praying the yes, absolutely. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm always praying to get myself back on point, basically, especially, and sometimes it's hard to pray sometimes do those times, especially if I had a long day. But what I do usually, especially if I feel like I'm about to fall asleep, but some people don't, they're not good on multitasking. So, and that's fine. What I do usually, I listen to the prayer and I just play like a little I got this little Bible app that I really like. Truth be told, I'm not gonna call it little, but it's a Holy Scapes. I yeah, I have it right. I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah, right here. I don't even know you can see it. It's Holy Scapes and then it's Wordscapes. I know y'all have to know it. And while I'm basically doing that, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, especially after I don't figured it out. But it was that something must have fell out there. I ain't getting it. Anyway, but yeah, so if you're sitting there, you're good on multitasking, just sit there, right? And you just look through there. You just look through, play a little. That's what I do. So I can keep my mind basically on, especially if I'm falling asleep or just doodle or something, draw on your notebook. You're like, Because that devil will come try every type of chance for you to fall asleep. He just don't care, you know. You warn us, and then I had to cast demons out in my dreams 2 nights in a row. I usually need to say the name of Jesus once, but both times Yeshua. Oh, and you say prayers a day. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, man, that's what I be trying to tell people. It's just like it happens, but man, like God has never leave us alone. He didn't leave me alone at all to that witchcraft. Man, did I thought I was though. One time I had one time one of the people that were doing it was a warlock that was doing it on me, right? And when I tell you the act that that warlock was trying to do stuff, God was right there the whole time. Man, God came into my dream and the way he did, that warlock was gone. Because they what happens is, oh man, I want to get into this because it's gonna be even longer because I gotta go actually. Um, and what they do is it's like basically they try to really tap in to your world. They will, I'm just gonna say it like they do astral projection. I don't know if y'all know anything about that. Why sometimes you do see the if you do see the witch or the warlock in your dreams, sometimes they're literally going into your dreams, like actually trying to see what is going on in your life. They're actually trying to see what God is about to bless you with and how to attack you before it happens. He literally be going, he or she, that's the witch or the warlock, they try to really go in there and see what's going on. It's spells that are like this root. I'm about to start getting into that too, this root, and this black magic. They really try to get in there to see everything. Yeah, we can do get a little bit more deeper into that tomorrow, but yeah, it's very it's very intense. Yeah, they really they do a lot of they do a lot of prying at your spirit through that time frame, because God does a lot of, when you go to bed, they come to you. You know what I'm saying? Your angels come to you, God comes to you and try to tell you stuff. God sends his angels out to tell you things. How are you going to get that confirmation usually if you're not having a dream? Or how are you going to get that confirmation when they're trying to be in there? A lot of time they be trying to, basically they're like, can I say, not to make it seem like, because you're battling with flesh and blood, not with, I meant to say you're battling with principalities, not with flesh and blood. So it's like, how can I say, hmm, how can I say, it's a lot of things that goes in with witchcraft. It's really deep, but not deep as you find out about it. You know what? When I make I'll come back on live hopefully sometime tomorrow, because I'm going to be out at this place tomorrow that I've been wanting to go to since I've been here. So I'll see what I can do. Um, I'm gonna see if I can come back home and do it like around like probably, I don't know, probably like 7 o'clock maybe. I might do that 7 o'clock. I don't know. Probably 7 o'clock. Actually, really get into it because I really want people to really, get the whole grasp of it and then talk about it over and then really get into it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really complex to a person that doesn't understand. Yeah. Mm, yeah. 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 Every time you get up, you just rebuke it. It got to a point where a lot of my dreams, I used to rebuke stuff. I would rebuke it. And so, yeah. My name is LaQuina. And then where are you located? Located in Wisconsin. So yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Sisters in Christ, absolutely. I love this. This is good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll just come back on here a little, yeah, a little earlier, probably like 7 o'clock maybe. Seven to, yeah, 7 to 8 around there. Cause that's usually when I come back home. So yeah, I would do it around that time. And hopefully I can really help y'all with that so y'all can know what to do. And especially for whoever else, because I know that this time of night is really hard because it's other people, and they want to get on the video, but a lot of people are asleep right now. They had to go to work earlier, or or the hours are different because they're in a different time. So yeah, I get that. Yeah. No, I'm from Wisconsin. Yeah. Why you thought Houston? Why? Y'all from Wisconsin though. I have family on my mom's side from the south, like heavenly, like yeah, but not me. No. Yeah, he's been doing that Houston and Dallas lately. Yeah, that Houston and Dallas. I think God is trying to prepare his body of Christ as much as he can, where where he really can work at with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Where he really can move at. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I can. Ooh, wherever that is, wherever God really wants to help people at. I think people gonna have a lot of work to do. The ones that's getting moved to Houston and stuff in Dallas, they got a lot of work to do with everybody. That's what I think. Yeah, to Texas. Like I think he got. Yeah, he gonna be working with people here, everywhere, of course, but he's gonna be working with people in a certain different way here, I believe. But I think he's working with all of us everywhere, because most definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah. It'd be hot up in this Texas though. It'd be hot up in this Texas. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't for me. Yes, it is not for me. I was like, ooh, I even brought. Oh, I mean, really believe people need to bring like. If you're a person that sweat a lot, I just believe bring wipes and deodorant with you wherever you go. That's how I feel. To keep hygiene, keep yourself together. Yeah, yeah, something move. He moving something up in there. Oh yeah, yeah. He'll do that. He'll have you just like fluctuating. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, cause girl, I had to raise some. The South usually be having me just because my family usually from Mississippi, so I be having to really like get myself together because, mm-mm. Yeah, I'm just like wow. Mm. Man, I'm like, wow. And I didn't even like, I believe whoever that takes two shower, take two shower. I'm usually like a one shower girl every day. But like in the South, it's like, no, let's take two showers or do a wipe, like wipe up or whatever, do like a clean up and stuff, clean yourself up before you go to sleep or something like that. Because it's like, dang. Oh no, it'd be hot. I love it though. I be having. Ooh, I just got me. Look, when I go down to like the south, I'm gonna start just bringing fans, like putting fans around my neck and stuff like that. Like I'm fitting them the fans, the neck fans. They were and have a little one, a little portable one too. I don't care. It'd be hot. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It was just good. It was good. It was some good tea. Okay, some good tea, some good coffee too. I don't even like coffee, but it was good. It was great. Coffee's too strong for me. I'd just be up all night. Oh, no. I'd be tired. Ooh, no. Oh yes, but anyways, God bless you all. I really hope that this live was very informative. I hope it also made people feel like relaxed too, because like, with all this, how did I explain all this religious spirit stuff just swimming around, it makes people feel like uncomfortable and stuff like that. So I'm hoping everybody feel comfortable just to say what they say and feel good and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, just feel relaxed, feel God in the whole. I hope people felt God. That's what I'm hoping too. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be back on here probably like around 8. I'll do a schedule because I never did that on here before. When I used to do lives back in the day on other platforms, I used to do that. I just my first time doing lives on here. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna put that on there and then see what I can do. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do with that around at least 7 or 8. Try not to go any longer than that. If I do still again, I will put it on there. I will still put it on there and say, you know what, I'm coming on this time. I'm trying to at least do the 7 or 8. That's what I'm trying to do. So everybody can get on here. So yes, absolutely. God bless you all. I hope y'all have a good night's sleep. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go to bed. Woo! I've been needing this moment. This is my moment when I go to bed. My moment. Me, I'm telling you, man, that bonnet be hitting different when I go to bed. Okay. Uh-huh. Yes. Ooh, can't wait for my silver bonnet on. Yes. Okay. All right. Yes. Let me get on here. It's about to. As I'm actually about to. I'm thinking about posting another. Woo! The screen capture on here. Let me change that. Look crazy on here. The way I look on here. Hold on. The way they got me on here. Dang. I'm gonna have to let's see if I can switch that. I guess not. Anyway, guys, God bless you all. Oh my God. I hope yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. Oh my goodness. Got me looking crazy on here. Oh man. Yeah, I'll be back on here. I'll be back over here tomorrow. Bye. Bye everyone that's on here. Bye. Yes, yes, you too. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. This. Mm-mm.